I want to show you very quickly the power of dollar cost averaging your investments. And what I mean by that is instead of taking a lump sum, like say $1,000 and investing it all at one time, you take that same $1,000 and invest it over a period of months, weeks, days, years, or however long you feel comfortable. That way, you take advantage of or don't take, or you don't, you're not subject to the volatility of the market. So, in other words, if you spend $1,000 and you buy like 5 shares of XYZ company, and it goes down, you're not taking advantage of you're not taking full advantage of the difference in prices that go from zero to whatever. And this is a prime example with Bitcoin. I've been paper trading Bitcoin since 2017, sometime in August or whatever. And of all the apps that I have downloaded on Android, and I've used about everything that there is that you could possibly use, none of them truly showed me the power of dollar cost averaging. I want to know on a daily basis what that investment is worth. I want to know that if I put $50 in on day one, that it's worth this much. If I put $50 in on day two, it's worth this much. On day three, it's worth this much if I didn't put anything in, and so on and so forth. And there's really not anything on the market that has satisfied my need for that kind of information. So I'm building my own. And right now it's just a spreadsheet basically. And it pulls data from Google Finance. And right now I'm focusing on, I have a couple of them. I have other paper trading accounts that that have other cryptocurrencies that I've bought. But today I'm going to show you very quickly the power of dollar cost averaging with Bitcoin. And I'm going to show you the shocking value that I've experienced with just doing this. Remember, this is paper trading. This is not real money. So, and I would highly suggest that you do the same if you don't want to use your milk money to invest in. In other words, you don't want to use your mortgage payments and your rent payments or whatever. But so that's why paper trading is very important. So I'm going to show you very quickly the what I did was I took $10,000 in fake money and started investing it in 2017, and I'm going to show you how much that is worth today, and I think you will be pretty surprised. So just one second, and I'm going to do that for you right now. Okay, I'm going to show you very quickly what I mean by dollar cost averaging and the spreadsheet that I made. So I started this paper trading account on July the 31st, 2017, and I bought and invested $200, and the bitcoins I purchased was 0.070 blah 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 blah. The price per bitcoin was 2841.60, and that's my bitcoin balance. This is the closing value at the end of the day, the price change for that day, and the balance at the end of the business day in my daily return. So as you can see, I did that often up until November of last year. And I what I did was I had $25,000 that I committed to it that I had to invest, and then so I invested around $10,000 of that. So as you can see right here, the daily return. Actually, I'm going to do the daily profit, or the profit running total. As you can see, that there's been a lot of negative numbers here, and so on 12/2 December the 2nd, 2018, I had the price per Bitcoin was $4,009 approximately. The closing value was $41.43. There was a $133 price change, and the balance was $33.97. And I had lost $1,400. The value of my Bitcoin was minus $1,482, and it got as high or as low as minus $2,003.77, with a cumulative return of minus 40%. So had I had invested the entire $10,000 at one time, it would not be so pretty. So here's the closing value at the end of the day. So it went from 2873 to a high of 10,551 on February 8th, 2018. And then I didn't invest anything for several months. And then it got to as high as $15,124.96 on 11/10. So November 10th, 2020, it was around, the price per Bitcoin was $15,000. Well, as you already know, it's going between $50,000 and $60,000 now. So the current, my $10,000 from July of 2017 until now, April of 2021, my total profit is $84,523. The current value is $99,273, and I still have $10,250 left over. And so my current return is a pretty healthy 573%. So yeah, it's pretty neat, but you have to be able to ride the waves. As you know, like I told you before, there's a lot of negative numbers here, and they can get pretty scary. If you think you're like, this one's minus 2745 on, and I remember being very on, that's just a year ago. So a little over a year ago, it was minus 2745. So that's, you know, that's a big chunk of change. And at that point, I had invested, let's see how much I invested. At that point, I had $10,750 invested. So I invested $15,000, I'm sorry, out of the 25 that I had allocated. And so I lost all that money. So it's you know, that's pretty scary. So it's not something, when you invest in stuff like this, you know, a risky investment, it's not something you want to take in and out, in and out, in and out. You want to keep it in there and pretend like you don't have it anymore. Put the $5 a day, $10 a day, $20 a day, $1 a day, and just pretend like you don't have it anymore. I'm going to put the spreadsheet up that you can play with yourself on my website, ipapertrade.com. It's not completely done yet, but it's something that you can keep in mind, because I think it's real important that you know what the daily running profit is, your daily return, or that kind of thing, because you just get lost in the numbers. You see all this stuff about, you know, one day you have $500 and it's worth $10,000. There's a lot of days in between there where it's pretty scary. I mean, those negative numbers are really scary because you're losing a lot of money. So you just have to do it for the long term. So anyway, that's it. And I'm going to show you next time my crypto, where I trade other cryptocurrencies, and how I update that as well. Goodbye.